Hello class, this is Charles Barney and I'm here to do the fire education topic. For this topic I've decided to choose doing a escape route for you and your family if there's a fire in your house. Alright, so during a fire every second counts. So besides having a fire alarm or fire smoke detectors in your house, the next best thing to do is actually have a documented escape route so that you and your family could have in case there is a fire. Now, fires can happen any time of the day, night, no matter what, and there's many different reasons why a fire could start. You could have faulty electrical, somebody left the oven on, some grease fire with the kitchen, you never know, it could be anything. So it's important to make sure that you and your family can get out of your house safely. So the first thing you want to do is draw a map of your house that depicts every room. So in every room, and for when you do this, make sure that you have 2 exits per room. Now an exit can be a door or a window, it doesn't matter. Now for this, if you have kids, this is probably the only time that you can tell them, hey, it's okay to break a window if you need to. Alright. Now make sure you also mark the exits that lead out into the outside. So once you have your room exits marked and your house exit, the actual house exits marked to the outside, you want to draw a path that leads from the rooms to the outside. So that if that's the way you can take, you can. Otherwise, you'd have to use a window. Alright. Okay, now, once you do that, make sure that you check your windows and your doors. Make sure that they are free of clutter or anything like that so that you don't go tripping or having to move stuff out of the way just to get out of the house. And then also make sure that they open all correctly. You don't want to get stuck with a fire and the only exit is the window and it does not open fully. Okay, once everything's marked, the next thing you want to do is get a designated area outside that you can all meet up at or go to if this happens. Make sure this area is far away from the house so that you are all safe. Okay. Now, once you get the map done, you should practice doing these escape routes. Should be done at least twice a year. One of them should be during the day, one of them at night. Like I said, fires happen any time. So if you do one at night, at least then you can have the knowledge of where you need to go and with no light. So, and also you should do in testing, when you do the training and do the drills, make sure you do different routes so that you know the different ways to go. The next step is to teach your kids to do this on their own. You never know, maybe something might happen and you can't get to them and they need to exit by themselves. So you need to train the children to be able to exit the house by themselves. Okay. Now, the next thing to do is make sure your home is clearly marked outside. Make sure the house numbers are visible and seen, just so that when the fire department is called, they know exactly where to go. You don't want them going 3 houses down, even though I'm pretty sure they've seen a fire would be a good indicator of where the fire is. Alright, now, when you do exit the house, if you do happen to have a fire, make sure you close the doors behind you. I'm not trying to be anal or technical, but it is actually a way to slow any smoke, fire, or heat from spreading farther into the house. So it's actually a good thing to do. And then the last step is when you actually get outside, if no one else has already done it, call the fire department. Okay? Make sure that they're on their way. But the most important thing to do is once you're outside, stay outside. Don't go back inside. It's too dangerous for you and for anyone else, unless you're a trained professional. All right, well, thank you. Have a good day.